Hey everybody, welcome to Riderz. I know what you're thinking. What happened to Muscle and Cars? Well, Muscle and Cars is still going to be around, okay? Corey's going to start a new channel. So if you're already following Muscle and Cars like right now, and you notice the name change to Riderz, don't change anything. Our content's going to be the same, but Corey's taking Muscle and Cars, and he is going to start a new YouTube channel. And no, there's no drama. Everything's great. We're still besties. That's all fine and dandy. We're just kind of trying something new here. So if you want to, and you should be following Corey's channel, um, go refollow Muscle and Cars. Like I said, if you're already following us and you notice the name change, don't change anything. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be the same content that it's always been. Corey's just going to add something different. So we just decided, because with me being a state trooper and him working at the college during the school year and then working at the shop at night, and sometimes I work weekends and sometimes I'm on days, sometimes I'm on nights, our schedules to work together just aren't jiving. And it puts pressure on me and it puts pressure on him to try and collab and be together and go to events together. And some events he can go to that I can't, and vice versa. Anyways, it's just been a whole thing. So I believe Corey and I are going to make a video later explaining all this to you guys. But for now, I just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on. So he has his channel up already. So go back and follow Muscle and Cars and stay where you're at with Riderz. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the Opel. Talked a little bit about the carb the other day, about how we'd cleaned it up and put a new kit in it. And it's acting funny. Like, it'll run fine for about a minute, like when it's cold, and then it just starts. So I was talking to Corey about that. He's much more of a carb guy than I am, even a simple one like this. And he said, sounds like it's your choke, which is what I had thought. And so I was fired it up this morning. I was checking some things out, and I don't think it's the choke. The choke seems to be working like it should. You can see the flap, slowly starting to open as it warms up. And if I give it some throttle, it'll run. But as soon as I let off, it goes back down to idle. It wants to die. Well, I checked the idler screw on it, and it's pretty much maxed out. I don't think I can really give it any more idle. And what I mean by idle screw, I'm not talking about like a fuel air ratio thing. I'm talking about a literal screw that pushes the throttle out, the throttle cable out to give it more fuel. It's already about as high as it can go. I mean, I don't think it'd do me any good to give it another turn or two. But anyway, so we're gonna look at that. We're gonna try and figure out what's going on. I'm sure it's something simple. Um, there's a few vacuum leaks, but even plugging up those vacuum lines and all that, it's not helping. It's still dying. It still acts the exact same. So nothing I've tried yet seems to be helping that. But anyways, we're gonna figure it out. But what I'm about to do, you can see the car is in the air in the rear, getting ready to bleed the brakes. There was no brake fluid in this container at all. Filled it up, pumped the brakes some. It bubbled some, which is a good sign. But now it's to where I just need to bleed them. So a couple days ago, I sprayed the little bleeder nipples with, or bleeder valves, whatever you want to call them, with PB Blaster. They weren't really rusty looking, but it's probably been a decade or two since that's been bled, or three, whatever, your guess. Um, so gonna get in there, gonna get melon here, start pumping the brakes, and once we get brakes, then we're gonna start working on the transmission. Okay, so I told you guys the other day I put it in reverse, I put it in park, or put it in drive, and it all kind of worked. I did it right here in the garage with the e-brake up to not take out the 4Runner sitting in front of it here, or take out my beautiful speaker that's like right here somewhere. Okay. Anyway, what was that? Oh, so the problem is it went in reverse, went in forward, and went in neutral, did all that. But after I did that, something must have stuck inside the transmission, because now park, it goes forward, reverse, it goes forward, neutral, it goes forward, and of course drive, it goes forward. So I poured some seafoam into the transmission earlier today. Didn't even know they made seafoam for transmissions, which they do. Hold on. Where's the can? I'm gonna find the can for you. I put it somewhere up right here. TransTune. Had no idea, and it's by Seafoam. Didn't even know that existed. Corey told me about it. So you guys are having transmission issues, might try that. It lubricates a lot of stuff. But anyway, so I poured some of that in there. Hopefully, Corey seems to think maybe there's some stuff inside the transmission just because it sat so long. And the transmission fluid does not look good in here. It's more of a brown color than it is anything else. So, anyways, so got a few things to do. We're not far from driving this thing, guys. I know you saw that huge rust hole in the floor back there that I showed you guys. I've got a plan for that. Now, it's a poor man's plan, okay, but I think it's gonna be okay. But we'll show you guys that later. I'll have to probably bring it over to my brothers at One It Build It. If you're not following One It Build It on YouTube, you need to. And don't tell him I said that I'm going to be bringing it over there because I've not talked to him about that yet. So it'll just be a nice little surprise for him. Get to spend some time with his brother. But anyway, and also again, go back and follow Muscle and Cars again, and stay right where you're at with Rush Riders. Okay. So okay, we're gonna start on the brakes, and then see what we can do. Wish us luck. All right, guys, try and get you up in here as much as I can. So that oops, sorry, that nipple right there on top is what I'd sprayed. I sprayed all 4 of them, but that'd be it right there. So those of you that don't know how to bleed brakes, you can do it by yourself. I've not ever had much luck. I know Corey's done it a few times, and I've seen a bunch of other people do it. So it is possible, but I just prefer. Dang, man, look at all the weights on this thing. I bought them a while back and just threw them on this car. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that many weights. Anyway, so usually what you do is just get someone in the driver's seat and just have them pump the brake. There's no magic number, but 6, 7 times, whatever it takes. And what they're doing is building up pressure in the system, and then you're gonna take that nipple and you're gonna turn it, and you're gonna let the air out until fluid starts coming out. And once fluid starts coming out, you want to make sure it's solid fluid, not bubbly and all that, like there's still air in the fluid. So once you get that good and done, then you of course turn it off so it's not leaking, and then you go, oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. I'm finding out so much about this car. Who would seriously? You guys, that's not factory. I've got news. That is not factory. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so they say to go to the furthest point from your brake fluid reservoir. So you start at the furthest point. So mine and most are going to be, on the driver's side up front. So the furthest point would be the rear passenger tire. Then you go to the next furthest, which is be the rear driver side, and then the front passenger side, and then the front driver side. So you kind of bleed it in that order. Okay, guys, so I did the passenger side. I'm on the driver's side now. So what I was explaining before is just have your whoever's pumping the brake, pump it 6, 7 times, whatever, and they'll hold it. And then when they're holding it, that's when you'll release this. It'll squirt out whatever. Then you tighten it. Then you have them pump again. So, all right, Mel, go ahead and pump and let me know when you're holding. Okay, so all right, go ahead. You just want to make sure that it's all solid fluid. Like again, like there's no air bubbles. It's not like kind of foamy looking. There we go. See it peeing there? And then she feels it go all the way to the floor. Right? Yep. Okay, again. Let me get this around a little bit better. See, that's good. That's what we want, that kind of pressure right there. And that looks all solid. So while you're doing this, which is what I'm fixing to do now, is go back and check your reservoir, because you're losing fluid, obviously. You just want to check it and make sure it's not empty, and it's quite a bit lower. It was all the way up to the top right here, so it's a little bit lower. So where's that fluid at? Pow, right there. And this is getting low too. I didn't realize. Okay. So it doesn't take a whole lot, and you're not going to generally lose a whole lot, but you just want to keep an eye on it, because if you get down and it gets empty, then you're back to having air in the lines again. So, anyways, gonna lower the rear end and move up front, and I'm gonna go to the passenger side and bleed that, and I'll come here and bleed this, and we should have brakes again. And what's crazy is the first side I did had a 9mm size. The second size I did has an 8mm, and this one's looking like at least a 10mm. So, oh, hold on. I don't know why all, well, at least 3 corners of this car have different size bleeders on it. We're gonna get a socket just to loosen it up so it's grabbing on all sides. Trip over that, that would suck. Not to mention be embarrassing. Okay. Just a 10. Yep. Okay. You guys, this right here, okay, this is what saved us. This is what kept us from getting a divorce on the 300Z. It's sitting right over here. This tool is awesome. You can just, lifesaver, marriage saver. Man, that's tough. Yeah. Oh man, I hope I don't break that. Jeez, it is really taking a lot of pressure. Well, yeah, I mean, I did PB Blaster on all these a couple days ago. The ones in the back were awesome. Oh, there we go. Got it. Brake fluid coming from it, though. That's good. All right, Mel, go ahead. Oh, yeah. All right, let's do it one more time, but that actually looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I don't see any air in there. There's plenty of, the stream shoots out pretty far, like it's literally the A-arm's in the way. It'd probably squirt halfway across the car if it could. So that's good enough for me. I'll top her off just a little bit. It's not that bad. Better safe than sorry. So the 2 up front are 10s, and the 2 in the back is an 8 and a 9. So that's convenient. Okay. And this one's bleeding already, so that's good. All right, Mel, do your worst. Yeah, well, that's really good pressure. Okay, again. Oh, yeah. All right, one more time just for good luck. Oh, hold up. All right, try it again. Gets slick down here sometimes, you know? Okay. All right, we're going to call that good, everybody. Oh. Watch how much bounce this car doesn't have. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not going to crush anything in there. It just, I mean, there's no give at all. The back is even worse. Oh man, I broke my WD-40 thing. Where'd the straw go? Oh man. See, and this is a nice straw too. Oh well. I don't think I can fix it. Let's find out. Watch out, Riggs. Watch out. Oh yeah, she still got some travel. Not working quite like she should, but that's okay. Okay. All right, now I guess I'll move you guys up a little bit here. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I would say work on the carb because I can't really do anything without it running. I just don't know what to do. That's the problem. I just don't know where to go from here because I don't think it's, anything choke related. And it may be, it may very well be, but I'm just not a tuner. Like I said, Corey's much more of a carb guy. He's like, oh, check this and check that and burr, burr, burr. I'm like, okay. But he'd probably take one look at it and be like, hey, it's right here, dummy. This is where the problem's at. Not that he would speak to me that way. He's never talked to me in any kind of ill fashion before. So, all right, well, maybe I'll fire it up again and just see what it's doing. Let me move some of this stuff. We'll actually see how well the brakes hold. You guys interested in that? Take the e-brake off and everything. Mel's got the fire extinguisher. E-brake's down. Oh yeah, those brakes feel much better. Try reverse. See if it still goes forward. All right, so that's reverse. It don't seem like it wants to go anywhere. That's drive. Oh, definitely going in drive. Brakes are working awesome. Let's try reverse. See, we're still going forward in reverse. They don't want to do anything. Going low. Back to reverse. It seems like, and it's full. The transmission's full. Let me see about neutral, because it was going forward even in neutral earlier. Yep, that's neutral. Let's see about park. Yep, even in park now it's wanting to go forward. Oh well, maybe not. Hold on. Okay, so it's not going forward in park at least. That's reverse. It's whining. Just whines in reverse. Weird. Okay, so park is good at least, but we still go forward in neutral. Yeah, that's neutral. Wild. I guess I'll just push it back. I do not know. That's crazy. I don't know if it'll let me push it. I mean, well, it should let me push it back. Let's see. Oh, no, dang, that is stuck. Why is it stuck? Oh. That's why. The e-brake was up. I did take the e-brake down. Yeah, because it was, yeah, okay. I guess I pulled the e-brake up just out of habit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Muscle and rust. Okay. So, got some work to do. Got to figure out how to keep this car running once it warms up. Anyways. All right. So while I'm doing research on this carb, Mel is going to be cleaning the air cleaner. She's already cleaned it. She's going to, and it was so nasty on the flip. It's kind of nasty all over, but back here was super nasty. But she's getting ready to paint it. And so I can give you a little heads up on the car as far as our plans go. So we want to kind of paint this almost like a military kind of green color and, kind of a half bomber look. But we're also going to do what you guys have probably seen quite a bit and we love. We've been wanting to do it for probably a year or two now to some car. And we figure this rust bucket here is the perfect car to do it to. But we want to make it that comic look, where we might put like a black line here, or whatever, just whatever. So it's kind of what we're working on. It's kind of the direction we're planning on going, since if we mess it up, who's going to notice, right? I mean, this car, although sweet, which it is, I love it, if we mess up, who really cares? So anyway, so she's going to get ready and work on that. And I'll let you guys watch her do her thing. She's pretty good at spray painting.
I'm gonna sand right now.
Oh.
I gotta clean that up a little bit.
That's not dirt. That's just.
Yeah, it's just surface rust.
Are you gonna prime it, or just paint it, or is it paint and primer?
It's paint and primer.
Okay, that's right. And what was the color? Italian olive. It's basically a flat. It's basically like a flat green, but they call it Italian olive. Hobby Lobby, whatever.
Might do a little bit of fun artwork on it. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
what we'll come up with.
Did mention that.
Never done it before.
So what she's doing, she don't want to paint all that that's inside that rubber ring there, basically that middle part. So she's cutting out a little template to cover that, and just kind of spray inside here. Even though this looks good, the problem we're having, not really a problem, but this is the original air filter that fits. And we got this air filter, which is the same size diameter wise, but it's a little bit taller. So when we go to put the little cake topper on, it's going to stick up about that much, which is fine, right? That's going to add a 1/4 horsepower or so. Yeah, just do it out here in our paint booth.
As you can see.
Yeah, see? Paint booth. It's a good thing about living out in the country, right? No one really cares, especially when your neighbors, your mom and dad, right? I mean, we're out here by ourselves, people. Lovely. Yeah. I mean, we are car poor around here, that's for sure. I mean, it's always, you know, got the Camaro in the back, Cressida's in the back. It's always something, but that's, hey, it's a good problem to have. That's what me and my wife were talking about earlier, is how blessed we are, you know. There's nothing wrong with wanting more and wanting to better yourself, but the problem is people start forgetting the blessings they have, you know, and aren't satisfied. I don't want to say satisfied, but aren't happy with where they are. You know, I think you're a happier person if you can realize what you have. Nothing wrong with striving for more, but just don't forget what you have, you know. She's holding her hand up because it's starting to sprinkle. Well, yeah, I don't care. I don't think you'll be seeing this at SEMA this year. You know who you will be seeing at SEMA this year, freaking punk, is Corey. Yeah, he gets to go. The college is sending him. And I have 2 other buddies that just got back from Vegas. They were both there for different reasons, but they went at the same time, had the same flight. One went to UFC 306. He won his tickets at the Sphere, which is amazing. And so he got to go. My other buddy, who's a state trooper, does some work for Olight. And you guys, that is an awesome product. It's the light I use for everything, which is this light right here. This is the light I was using while we were bleeding the brakes and stuff. Awesome light. And it's old. I've used it a bunch. But anyway, he works for them, and they opened a store in Vegas. So he got to go over there and help them open. So yeah, all my bros have went to Vegas for free.
So if anybody knows a way where we can go to Vegas for free, or who would like to pay for our way to Vegas,
yeah, absolutely,
we are all for it.
Yeah, we'll take it. It's been about 20-something years since we've been. Vegas has probably changed a little bit since then. I like that color.
I do too. Different.
All right, guys, so it's time to nut up or shut up, like they say. Now that I've got brakes, I'm really not worried to drive it, and no, I'm not taking it on the road. I'm just gonna, this dirt road wraps around my house, goes all the way. The only thing I'm kind of scared of is I don't have reverse. So unless reverse starts working on my little journey, I don't know how I'm gonna pull it in. I mean, I can pull it in, but then how am I gonna reverse out? I'll have to guess I'll just have to push it out and who knows, whatever. It's all fun, right? So I'm going to get in it. Got the little GoPro there to catch all the sweet action. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens. Check these brakes. She died. See if she'll fire up. I'm in reverse right now. Guess I'll just be pulling it straight in. Push it out later. You did good though. I'm really surprised. That's pretty impressive. I need to figure out why she's dying. I drove that in all the way in reverse. Explain that to me. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. That's the first time I actually drove this car. It did better than I thought it would as far as just getting around. You had to keep throttling it to, keep it running. But just being in it, it revved up good. It shifted good. That was a lot of fun. Definitely have to shave those fenders down. It turns okay without hitting it, but once you got to turn pretty sharp, you guys heard it. Come on out, son. Come on.
No, I'm alright.
Say hi to the peeps.
I'm alright.
He's alright. But anyway, so that'll be it for now. We'll keep you updated. Brakes did awesome, by the way. What else was I going to do? Just the transmission and the carb other than the brakes. I'm going to have to figure out what's up with that tailpipe. Coming up backwards and over the rear axle. That's weird. It's all like, it's like that. It's like that. It's crazy. So anyways, I'll have to look at that, but that got me pumped. I'm pretty excited. So we'll see you guys again. Like I said, Court and I'll probably do a video together explaining more about what's going on, but just make sure you go follow Muscle in Cars again. I think you're going to have to put in Muscle Dash in Dash Cars to find them, and just continue following us. There's, like I said before, it's the same exact content on this channel as it has been. Corey's going to do something a little different, and just to give you guys some variety, and we're going to do it in a way to where we can both make videos on our own time instead of having to make sure, hey, Corey, this is the video I'm doing. Okay, sounds good. Hey, Josh, this is the video I'm doing. Okay, sounds good. Just all the back and forth all the time. It's just our schedules. Wish it didn't have to be that way, but it's just going to be easier this way for both of us to put out content on our own time. So anyways, go follow them, Still Muscle in Cars. And then, like I said earlier, if you're already here, stay here and keep enjoying the same content you've been enjoying the whole time. All right, see you guys next time.